Well, we started going to a lot of fundraiser charity events that were happening up around the North Coast. So it was around Christmas time, and Donna and I were talking. I am attending steps in Draperstown for counselling since last year. It was referred to by my GP, and I have found, for me personally, the help from my GP, the open water swimming, and my counselling with steps is the reason I'm still here today, and they've helped me tremendously. And Donna and I were talking, and I'd said to Donna, I'd love us to do a fundraiser for steps, because steps is our local charity, the counselling service that they're providing for our community in Mid-Ulster and beyond. And you know, a lot of people haven't heard of steps, and that's probably a good thing, because if they haven't heard of steps, it means they never needed them. But I desperately needed them, and I'm so happy that I found them. And for me personally, it was to give something back. A thank you to Steps for being there and for helping me so much in the last year.
Well, I've been a part of Steps now for 10 years. It was established in May 2012. It came from a public consultation, because we were known, in Draperstown especially, where Steps is based, we were known as the suicide capital of Mid-Ulster at that particular time, because there had been a lot of deaths by suicide in our area. And we started on the public consultation about what people wanted to see done. And since that, then the group was started, and from then in 2016 our counselling service started with one counsellor. We now have 8 counsellors and 1 clinical supervisor. And in that time we have seen 550 people from 48 different towns, from ages from 4 to 78 in females and 4 to 73 I think it is in males. So yes, and it has been a very, very vital service, and it has definitely saved a lot of lives.
So we always come into CK's for breakfast after a swim at Splash, and we were all kind of rowdy when we come in the door, aren't we?
They were definitely not quiet.
So we walked in, and there was a chap over there having his breakfast, and we all come in, you know, the droves of us, one after the other, and we just said, good morning, how are you, how's it going? And we sat down, we ordered our breakfast and whatever, and he was eating away, and he just says, what are you? He's like, what group or whatever, you know? And we told him we were a swim group, and that, yeah, we're doing this fundraiser over in Splash. And he's like, you know, I said, we're doing it for charity Steps for mental health. And he was grand. He was a lovely, lovely man. He gets up and he's going to pay for his breakfast, and he comes over to the table and he hands us £100. There you go, girls, that goes for your fundraiser. And we were like, oh my God, thank you so much, that's amazing. What's your name? His name was Barry Rocks. And off he went, and then Donna met him a week or so after.
Yeah, he came in and he just happened to ask, did we have sponsor sheets? And I had says no. I says anybody that has fundraised for Steps have done it off their own. And I says we don't actually do it. And I says, but if you want, I can get you one. And got a girl on our committee to do you up a sponsor sheet, and brought it in to him. And that was it. It took off from that, and he raised just over £3,000. Yeah. I've been doing it from the 6th of June last year, and I've been out at least once a week since that. And I says, I miss it if I don't get out.
Oh, me too.
And I find that I just feel nearly down, and it lifts your mood, and it lifts, and then the social aspect afterwards, and the friends that you've met that you wouldn't generally have met on any other occasion. But if you have issues around body image and all that, any worries you have of that goes out the window when it comes to getting in and out of the water.
Yeah.
Because everybody's too busy concentrating on getting in and out of the water because it's freezing.